The Night Clerk. This is a movie I had no intention of seeing, but I found out recently that the main character in this film, played by Ty Sheridan, is on the autism spectrum. And as someone who is on the autism spectrum, I'm always very curious to see how they portray that stuff in movies and television shows, because I think very often they get it wrong and they go too far in trying to make these characters wacky and zany and quirky to the point where they come off as completely inhuman. That's why I think The Big Bang Theory is like the worst thing ever, because you have at least one, I think more characters on that show who are very clearly on the autism spectrum, and they're so wacky, kooky, and zany. Look at how funny they are and how awkward they are that you just like, that they don't even come across as human. I can't stand that show. And I was curious to see how Ty Sheridan portrayed a character who was on the autism spectrum. He plays a hotel night clerk who is accused of murder. And that is the basic premise. Weird thing about this movie is that it's essentially two different films. One is a murder mystery, and two, at points, it's a romantic comedy, dramedy movie about the relationship between Ty Sheridan and Ana de Armas. That movie works. I like those two together. I give Ty Sheridan a big thumbs up. I really thought his portrayal of this character was wonderful. Sometimes the writing doesn't do him any favors, but for the most part, I thought it was an accurate portrayal of somebody on the autism spectrum. I give him a lot of credit. It was very clear that he did a lot of research looking into this role, and it's nothing to give an award to, but for the most part, I think, except for when the writing betrayed him, his performance was very, very good. I give him a lot of credit. Ana de Armas, I think, is wonderful in this. She's great. I mean, in Knives Out, she was like my favorite part of that movie, a movie that had nothing but A-list actors. I thought she was fantastic in that. She is about to be one of the biggest movie stars in the world. I think she's excellent, and I thought she was very good in this. The performances are fine. The problem is, this movie wants to be a murder mystery. And as I was texting my friend Blake Kennedy, who said this, and I share his sentiments, it might be the worst murder mystery ever put on film. I think the director of this movie was comatose the whole time. Because, look, I was not a big fan of Knives Out, another movie that featured Ana de Armas. I like it. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I didn't love it the way some other people did, but that movie had legitimate tension and drama and mystery. This has none of it. How do you make a murder mystery with zero tension? There's nothing to latch onto here. There's no memorable score. There's no tense moments. It's just completely going through the motions. Now that works when it's not trying to be a murder mystery. The scenes with Ana de Armas and Ty Sheridan, I found at points, especially in the middle. There's one scene by the pool that actually almost moved me to tears. I thought it was very wonderful. I just thought it was sweet. Now it is completely unrealistic. In my experiences, there is no possible way that this goddess, this like one of the most beautiful women ever in Ana de Armas, would give this dude so much as a passing glance. But hey, it's movie logic, suspension of disbelief. I can buy it. And there's even moments where I was like, man, if they would have just made like a romantic comedy or a romantic drama just about these two characters, you cut out all the murder mystery stuff, just make it a film about these two, I think it could have been like a really delightful hidden gem. But as it is, they keep going back to the murder mystery, and the murder mystery is terrible. I was never really bored by it, mainly because I found these performances riveting. I like those two together. I like these two main characters. But then you get to this ending that is, I would almost give it more credit if it was nonsense. This is going to sound strange, but have you ever come across an ending that makes too much sense? I think that's what we have here, because the ending to this movie is not a twist. It's very basic. It's exactly what you thought it would be. You saw this ending coming from an hour ago, but it's played up like it's this huge reveal. Oh my God, your mind's about to be blown. What are you talking about? I knew this ending was coming, and this is not me claiming to be some super smart guy. I'm a simpleton when it comes to this stuff. I think that there are twists that other people see coming that I rarely see coming. This was one where I'm like, yeah, of course that's how it ended. Of course that's what they were going for the whole time. And it makes, unfortunately, some of the relationship stuff between Ana de Armas and Ty Sheridan completely phony. And it kind of made me hate it. It kind of made me hate the movie. I've reviewed 2 movies on here so far, and I gave them both 4 out of 10s, but I didn't hate either one of them. I kind of hated this because I think it was actually the one I've reviewed so far that had the most potential, because I like the people in it. I like a good murder mystery. This is not a good murder mystery. Go rewatch Knives Out, or go watch something else. Read an Agatha Christie novel, because this is nothing. I think the director for this movie clearly didn't have his heart in it, because there seems to be very little effort put forth to make this tense or stylized at all, and it's just kind of a lame duck of a movie that I think actually had some legit potential. This is going to end up being one of the worst movies of the year. I give it a 3 out of 10 for The Night Clerk. So I've reviewed 3 movies on here so far. 2 4s and a 3. We're really starting off with some classics. Click that subscribe button, click that like button, comment on this video if you enjoyed this review. You can follow me on Twitter. The link to my Twitter is in the description. Follow me on all those platforms. Thank you for watching. I will see you later. Rest in peace, Ross. Have a good one.